Prison just called the house. It's about your mum. She's died, Nathan.
Patrick Liversidge, I am arresting you on suspicion of the murders of Anthony Bowness and Ned Thwaite.
That was the insurance company. We have to pay for everything ourselves.
I've been summoned to explain myself to Bishop Cregan. Ned told us that he was researching a story about a man called Curling. The main stop tap, it was on the street.
Of course, so you can get to it in an emergency.
I was right.
What is it?
Come and see.
Okay. But if we get chased by an enormous rolling boulder, I'm blaming you.
It's incredible. I don't think anyone's been down here for 40 years.
And this is where the secret army you were talking about would have hidden.
The scallywags, yes.
It's quite a find.
Well, it's more than that. I also found this. Some sort of German ID.
Right. What's it doing here?
Well, Ned Thwaite was writing a story about Philip Curling. You remember?
Yeah, the double agent who fled to France.
That's right. I'm thinking that this has something to do with him.
I don't follow.
Well, Curling disappeared 2 days after that plane exploded, right? What if those two events were actually connected?
Okay.
See, at the time, the official cause of the explosion was an electrical fault, but say it wasn't. Say it was actually sabotage, and Curling fled before being exposed. And what if, somehow, all of this, the war, the scallywags, the Free French, Curling, they're the reason why Anthony and Ned were murdered? Anthony had been looking for this bunker.
So someone killed him to stop him from getting in here?
Exactly.
Why?
Well, I don't know, but well, maybe Curling wasn't the only double agent. Now, what if there were others, accomplices? What if one of the scallywags was himself a spy and this was their ID?
Testing. Tree cells and seashells by the seashore. Was that all right?
That's it.
Mrs. Clement, can I interest you in some cold Walton pies in honour of Champton at War Day tomorrow? All homemade, using an original wartime recipe.
Thank you, but no. Tempting as it is.
I've got surprise potato balls too.
How delightful. Alas, I just came for a copy of the Racing Post.
Really?
Yes, it's Grand National Day. One should always have a bet on the Grand National. But you can't just do it blind. You have to study the form, assess the going, make an educated decision.
I'll just open the paper and put a pin in.
I'd stick to the potato balls.
Find a connection, you said, between the murders and the war. And we'll talk again.
Yes, I did.
So?
So, I think you've made an interesting discovery. I think finding it was impressive. But, it's not a breakthrough.
Well, of course it is.
Face it, Daniel. What have you got?
Well, the German ID.
Doesn't mean anything.
Seriously?
Do you even know it's genuine? How do you know it's not a forgery? Something the scallywags were issued with in case they got caught.
Well, I mean, well, look at where Anthony was murdered. I mean, how could that not have something to do with the bunker?
Because there's nothing in the bunker. Even if he was on the verge of finding it, you can't tell me why he was killed. And the same for Ned Thwaite.
But Curling spies.
Yeah, who, right now, only exist in your head?
Okay, maybe not that, but what if Curling himself was still alive? Afraid of being revealed after all this time?
Look, I know you really want a eureka moment, but this is... You said you'd found something important.
It is important.
It's a tourist attraction.
Why aren't you taking this seriously?
Because you're not a detective, Daniel. I'm going back to the station now because I've got someone in custody who was blackmailing Anthony Bowness and had Nedthwaite's watch. Motive, physical evidence. The sort of thing that stands up in court.
I spoke to the house insurance people again. See if they changed their mind.
And going to France was a nice idea while it lasted. Mrs. Clement. Kath. Hello, Dora.
No, Stella.
Just me for now. That's okay.
It's much better.
I should go, Mrs. Clement.
I'll see you at the pub later, though, won't I? For the Grand National.
I'm not really in the mood.
Nonsense. Nothing like a little flutter to take your mind off things.
Mrs. Clement's right. We could do with a bit of fun.
I'll think about it.
Ooh. You haven't got these in a 6, have you?
I'm afraid that's all we've got.
Shame. The brogue is always in vogue, don't you think? Can I try this on?
Oh, the Tricotville. Very nice. There's a fitting room at the back.
Dora, hold the fort a bit longer, will you? I have some business to discuss with Mrs. Porteous. But me no buts, Dora. Business is business. Now, your slate is currently at £482, give or take a few pennies.
I thought maybe if I paid cash.
Well, I suppose I could make it £450.
I can only run to 400.
Try running a bit harder. £450. That'll do nicely, as they say.
Thank you.
Everything will be fine.
You know what Grandad used to be like? The things he did when he was collecting money.
That was ages ago.
So? They'll still use it.
Come on. The police wouldn't...
You want to bet? They'll try and pin it on him for sure.
But if prejudice and ancient history is all they've got, that is all they've got, isn't it?
Yeah.
Then there's nothing to worry about, is there?
Doing?
Stripping down the gearbox. The bearings are completely worn out.
So you decided to mend them?
Someone needed to.
Right this minute?
A useful byproduct from all that ambulance driving during the war, which you scoffed at, I'd like to point out.
I have my tribunal in front of the bishop this afternoon. Will you be finished in time?
When do you need it?
A couple of hours. How long will you be?
About 5.
So that would be no.
I'm so sorry. I completely forgot about your meeting.
I'll ask Honor if she can give me a lift.
Oh, Daniel, wear your charcoal suit. You look quite presentable in that.
These items were found during a search of your property. £2,700 in cash. And a watch we've identified as belonging to Nedthwaite. Can you explain how these items came to be in your possession?
Mr. Liversedge?
Yeah, I can. I'll tell you what. I can save us all a lot of time here. All those clever questions trying to trap me.
No one's trying to trap you.
Right, we'll get your pen and paper ready. I killed them.
Anthony Bonas and Ned Thwaite.
That's right. I killed them both.
You were blackmailing Anthony.
I'd found out he was scamming his lordship.
How?
I saw him leaving the house one night, walking out with a painting under his arm.
Really?
I know. Bold as you like.
Go on.
Well, I asked him where he was going with it. He gave me some old flannel, but it wasn't hard to get him to tell me what he was really doing.
Just like that.
I'm good at persuading people.
And this went on for how long?
About 6 months. Every time he sold paintings, I got a cut. And his lordship found out, and suddenly I didn't have anything over Anthony. Nothing to threaten him with.
No more meetings in the pub.
He told me he wanted the money back, otherwise he'd tell his lordship what I'd done. He figured couldn't get any worse for him, but he could make things bad for me.
In what way?
Well, I'd be out of my ear, wouldn't I? No job, nowhere to live, nothing. So later, when I saw him going into the church...
You followed him inside?
And killed him.
Boy there, only 20 to 1, trained by the great Gordon Richards, of course.
Yes, Lord.
Rhyme and reason.
I do like the look of Paddyborough by Paddy's progress out of Kelvin.
To win.
Right.
Tell me about Ned Thwaite.
Well, he was writing a story, linking me to some bloke who disappeared years ago.
When you were a debt collector?
It was a load of bollocks. But I didn't want your lot digging all that stuff up again.
So?
I told him if he was writing about me, then he needed to hear my side of the story. Told him to meet me.
And what happened?
Well, I warned him. Told him to leave me alone.
And he refused?
That's right. And then, well, one thing led to another.
Just so I'm clear, you killed Anthony Bonas because he threatened to blackmail you?
Yeah.
And you killed Ned Thwaite because he was going to write about your past?
That's what I said.
2 murders, 2 different motives in quick succession.
And what of it?
It's unusual.
Well, that's what happened.
How did you kill Ned?
I cut his throat.
Anthony Bonas?
Same thing.
You slit his throat?
With my hunting knife. I've had a lot of practice.
It's a lie. Anthony Bonas wasn't killed with a hunting knife. It was a pair of secateurs. And I bet Edgy's lying about Ned too.
He's covering for someone.
For his grandson.
Strands of gold.
I'm sorry?
I like strands of gold for the National.
Ah, yes. The one day of the year that you become a pundit.
His form's good, the anti-post prices are attractive, and Scudamore's always a safe pair of hands, don't you think?
If you say so.
Not just me. The Racing Post.
Of course, none of which will mean anything if he falls at the first.
No sense of adventure. That's your problem.
Honour will be here soon. How do I look?
Very respectable. Now all you have to do is not upset the bishop.
Take my lumps, you mean? Mother, last week when the bishop was here, he said that you were talking about me before I arrived.
I dare say. It was just chit-chat.
Really? Because when he was leaving, he said something about getting some context. What did he mean by that?
I've no idea.
What did you tell him, Mother?
We were just talking about the family.
And?
About how things were hard.
And?
All right, I might have said something about how you weren't there, how you'd run away to follow this dream of yours.
Is that what you really think? That I ran away?
I shouldn't have said that. Let's forget it.
No, I don't want to. Because this is not the first time that you have accused me...
Daniel!
Why do you do it? You can't just say something like that and expect me not to care.
He needed you, Daniel. That's why. Your grandfather built that company up from scratch and handed it on to your father. Your father wanted you to take over a proper family business.
I didn't know anything about making shoes or running a business.
You could have learned.
For 2 years, I worked there, and the only thing I learned is that Dad was running the place into the ground.
That wasn't his fault.
Oh, he was a bad businessman, Mother. No, it didn't take a genius to see all those high street shops and cheap shoes from abroad were going to hit us hard. But instead of dealing with it, he drank.
Nonsense.
And because he drank, things got worse. You know, he fought every day to make those sums add up, so that you could keep up appearances, so that he wouldn't be a disappointment to you every day. And it killed him.
That's a lie!
Oh, how would you know? You only ever saw what you wanted to see, but I was there, day in, day out. And how come it fell to me to take over anyway? How come he never asked Theo?
He had his reasons.
Oh, because I was the oldest?
No.
No, because it was my duty. Meanwhile, Theo could just swan around trying to be an actor.
Of course not!
Then why?
Because you were his favourite. He loved Theo, obviously, but what with the acting and everything, he's just not a serious person. But you were the one he was proudest of. The one he could see himself in. He wanted you to take over the business, not because you were the oldest or because it was your duty, but because he knew he could trust you.
He never said. There was never any sign.
It wasn't his way. He felt it all the same. And you repaid him by abandoning him when he needed you the most.
No, I wanted to become a priest.
Yes. More than you wanted to help us.
There wasn't anything I could have done.
You could have tried. At the very least, you could have done that.
It wouldn't have changed anything.
Well, we'll never know, will we? You broke his heart, Daniel.
Nathan! Get after him. Look this way. Nathan, stop! Stop moving! Come on!
Did you hear? They arrested Edgy yesterday.
Yeah,
Do you think he did it?
no idea.
Okay. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that from my extensive knowledge of human behaviour and my uncanny ability to pick up on signs, you're a little pissed off. Nothing gets past me. Now I'm waiting.
Where do you want to start?
good to soft, which will make a difference
Dora,
over the
This is Clement. Can I get you a drink?
I'll have a G&T, please.
Oh, yes. I rang round and I found a pair of those brogues in a 6. Lovely shop other side of Braunstonbury.
That's good of you. Won't Stella mind you taking business from her?
Only if she finds out.
Here you go, ladies.
Thank you. Here, I'll give you the number. Probably won't need this anymore.
Is it always like this?
Oh, yeah. Grand National Day's a bit of a tradition around here. They have a sweepstake too, if you fancy a flutter.
I've already placed a bet. Frankly, I always think the sweepstake is for amateurs.
Me too.
I did try to warn you.
I know.
Living under the same roof as your mother.
Just thought it'd be a little longer before we fired the big guns.
Sounds like she blames you for everything.
As always.
Well, was she right?
Oh, you came.
Oh, you were right. There's no point staying at home feeling sorry for myself. Dora's been telling me she's put a little bet on. Quite the expert, isn't she? Oh, she's always liked the horses, ever since we were kids. What is it? Usual 50p each way.
Let's go over there. Will you excuse us?
You said in your statement you saw Ned's body in the water. You pulled him out, but it was clear he was already dead.
That's right.
Must have been upsetting.
It was.
So upsetting, you stole his watch.
I know it was a really bad thing to do. I wasn't thinking. I saw it, I knew it was valuable. I thought it's not like he's going to need it. But you have to believe me. That's all I did.
Bit bigger than the rectory.
In case I'd forgotten who's boss. Thank you, Honor.
Daniel, what you did, spending time with the AIDS patients, protesting, it makes a difference. You've got nothing to apologise for.
Does the name William Brotherton mean anything to you?
Yeah. My mum worked for him.
Yeah. The Gazette ran a campaign to expose Brotherton. Months and months, proper investigative stuff. Until eventually the police and CPS took over and Brotherton was charged, along with your mum. And even though she claimed she was innocent, the account said different. He went down, but he took her with him.
She trusted him. He used her.
The jury didn't think so. Your mum looked after you. On her own.
Yeah. And my dad buggered off when I was about 2. After that, it was just her and me.
Must be really hard. The trial. Watching her get sent to prison. Where she died last week. So, the question I'm asking is, who did you blame for that?
Do you mind?
Fancy your chances, do you? Good luck.
Earlier, I went to the Building Society.
Right.
You know the money I put by for when things get difficult.
Your safety net. What about it?
Now, please, don't go for the deep end. I know it's my fault we're not going to France.
Dora.
So I wanted to try and put things right.
How much?
I did it for us. And it's not like Rhyme and Reason's a rank outsider. His form's good.
How much?
All of it. Stella, You all right?
It's edgy. I think he just threatened me again.
What did he say?
He said, good luck. No, it's not what he said, it's how he said it. I'm going to tell the police.
Good. I said you should.
Only this time I'm going to tell them everything. How Edgy threatened me with a knife the night that Ned was killed. It may even have been the knife that killed Ned.
That's awful.
I was really terrified. You can vouch for that. That's why I asked you to come round.
Oh, you're in a proper state. I was with you a good hour before you calmed down. And you didn't mention any of this to the police before?
No, I didn't dare. But you can't let someone like that win, can you?
I suppose not.
You see, I think you felt that the trial, your mum being sent to prison, none of it would have happened if the Gazette hadn't run that campaign. Your mum died Wednesday morning, didn't she? You heard about it a few hours later. And a few hours after that, Ned Thwaite was killed.
So?
Can you read me the name of the man who wrote all these articles?
Okay. It was Ned Thwaite.
Yes. It's understandable. You blamed him for what happened to your mum. You wanted revenge. You arranged to meet him at the boathouse, you killed him, then pretended you'd found the body.
Prove it.
Pa?
Yeah?
I hear that Nathan's been arrested.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, I was wondering if... Because they can't really afford, you know, I was wondering if we could... Maybe they could use your solicitor.
My solicitor?
Yeah.
Right, and who's going to pay?
Well, we would.
Why on earth would we do that?
Because he works for us, because he's in trouble.
If he's in trouble with the police, then that's his own lookout. And if it turns out that he's the murderer, I'm certainly not going to subsidise his defence. No, they can throw away the key for all I care.
Thank you.
How's the campaign to save the flower room going? Found any more imaginary investors recently?
Oh, I don't think that's going to be an issue much longer.
No?
I hear Daniel's in trouble with the bishop. I'd say his days are numbered.
Whilst I've got you, can I ask your advice? It's for a friend of mine.
I suppose so.
Well, she runs a small business, a bit like yours. And the thing is, she's been rather naughty. And she's been offering cash settlements to customers so she can avoid paying tax. And now she's worried that the Inland Revenue might find out.
And how would that happen?
Well, you know how it is. You can be as careful as you like. There's always a fly in the ointment somewhere, isn't there? And I'm told that the taxman can be quite brutal to people who cheat.
But the taxman hasn't found out yet?
Not yet.
Will they?
Who knows? Perhaps she'll just have to keep her fingers crossed. In the meantime, I think you're right about the flower room. I don't believe there's going to be an issue at all.
The facts of this matter aren't really in dispute. The complaint would seem to have some merit, wouldn't you say? However, this process allows for the right of reply. So, Canon Clement, the floor is yours.
You made me wait just now. Out there. Subtle way, I'm sure, of reminding me of my place. And an opportunity to reflect on my shortcomings as a representative of the church. Well, I did. But perhaps not in the way that you intended. See, someone I care about accused me today of running away to join the church. And there's some truth in that, but I think now if I was running away from something, I was also running towards something. Now, wearing this collar, I've seen people at their worst, their most scared, confused. I have seen people at their loneliest, and still, I have been able to help them. I get the chance to show shunned and forgotten souls that they are loved, even when they don't love themselves. And that God's love is asymmetrical, without any expectation of being returned. And that's what I ran to all those years ago. God's love. Without judgment. Without blame.
Yes, they're running. Just throws a little bit at the start, but as they race towards the Mediterranean, Shaw is right up there with Eton.
Come on, strands of gold.
West tip towards the outside.
And Shaw on the inside is in the lead from Sacred Path, then GA on the outside, with Little Polvia and Force Hunter and Lana Rise right up with them in Sacred Path.
Is Strands of Gold still going?
I think so. Where's Ryman Reason? Last.
Reverend?
Alex?
Nathan's been arrested for Ned's murder. And I know he couldn't have done it.
How?
Because I was with him. We were together all night.
And now it's Little Polvia in the centre, Strands of Gold going really well on the inside.
Strands of Gold, come on!
On the inside, Strands of Gold is down. Little Polvia is in
My
the lead.
horse is third. Maybe sticking a pin in works after all.
Come by the corner. Force Hunter, who was on his knees, has got up again as they jump to 23rd. Little Polvia is there from Ryan Reason in second.
Is there second? Come on, Ryman Reason. Come on.
So where were you and Nathan?
There's an old shepherd's hut up towards Birchett Hill.
Until when?
Dawn. We walked back through the woods. I went home and he took the path by the lake.
Which was when he saw the body.
If I go to the police, they'll ask questions. What were you doing? How come you're friends? What sort of friends? I'll have to tell them. Then everyone will find out and I'll be hated.
You don't know that for sure.
You've seen how people like me are treated. Pa's no different. And after the paintings, he'll definitely throw me out.
Doing the right thing usually comes at a cost. Only you can decide if it's a price worth paying.
So you think it went all right?
Who knows? Cregan will let me know his decision when he's ready.
But you didn't do anything to antagonize him.
I was just honest with him.
Why does that not make me feel better?
How'd you do on the National?
Don't ask. Racing journalists. What do they know?
I need to write tomorrow's sermon.
Daniel?
Come and see! I've got something to show you. 2 letters written a few months apart. Look at the ink on the most recent. Blue-black. And this, the oldest, completely black.
Maybe they just used different ink.
I don't think so. If you look at the intervening letters, they're gradually changing colour too.
So?
There's only one type of ink I know of that does that. Watch. Ordinary ink smudges, as you'd expect. But if I'm right, registrar's ink. It's used for official documents, births, deaths, marriages. It can't be rubbed out or washed off. And it's not widely available. Mrs. Brains gets mine for me.
Registrar's ink. Now, all we have to do is find out who else uses it in the greater Braunstonbury area.
Oh. Back to the sermon, then.
Even if it's a bit smudged. That's your father's pen.
It's the only thing of his I have.
Actually, it's not. You've got his talent for stubbornness, too.
It wasn't my intention to hurt you, or Dad.
I know.
But I realise I did, all the same.
It wasn't just you. What you said earlier about me putting pressure on him. The truth is, I was angry a lot of the time. Angry that my life wasn't what I'd imagined. Angry your father wasn't the businessman I thought he was. Angry I couldn't change him. I think a little bit of me is still angry.
Today I told the bishop that I joined the church because I was drawn to the idea of God's unconditional love. There was something else. Something more. I wanted to help people. Because I couldn't help Dad. I don't mean cure him or bail him out, but just tell him.
What would you tell him? If he were here now, what would you say?
You're not alone. You never were. And of course he'd tell me to pull myself together and stop being a daft airputh.
Probably.
Suppose he was a bit stubborn.
A bit. You could teach mules. Always go with your gut, that's what he'd say. You know, his instinct was not to compete with the high street shops. He wanted to go up market. But everyone said he'd be mad to do that. It's one of the few times he didn't trust his own judgment. Who knows? Maybe if he'd stuck to his guns.
I'm not sure instinct's all it's cracked up to be. Mine told me that finding the bunker would be the secret to everything, but when I showed Neil, he said it was a waste of time.
What do you think?
No, he's probably right.
Liar. What do you think?
That there's something down there I've missed.
Then what are you waiting for? bit of an emergency, I'm afraid, Mrs. Brains. Daniel's just spilt his bottle of Registrar's ink. That's right. But he needs some straight away, so I was just wondering if there's anyone else round here who... Oh, do they? No, that's very, very helpful. Thank you.
If you're looking for cheese, you're out of luck. I'm not sure even God provides down here.
Stella!
Philip Curling.
Stella?